Hi, my name is Graham, and I'm the creator of Darkest the Void. And one of the things I've noticed when I've been trying to advertise this Kickstarter or just like show people my game is that it's hard to really describe it, like in pictures and like just short video clips. So I'm going to do a long form gameplay video, and I'm going to attempt to talk over it. We'll see how that goes. But let's get started. We'll go start game and go through several pages of save games. We'll start a new game. We've got a number of difficulties. We're just going to play on hard, which is the default setting, permadeath. Okay, so in Darkest the Void you get 4 characters, and you'll need to pick which classes you want for each one, and that's there's a lot of different ways you can do that, but for the default settings, 1 tank, 1 healer, and 2 damage dealers. That's kind of your default party setup. So for this, I've already kind of gone through and thought about, well, which characters do I really want to show, because I'm only going to be able to show 4 for this. And I wanted to show like complicated ones at first. I was like, well, if I show too many complicated characters, are people going to be able to really follow? So we're going to do a couple simple, couple complicated. We've got a warrior, probably the simplest of the tanks. Good frontline damage, a lot of passive defenses. We're going to start with Shiver Slash and Taunt. I'll go over the abilities much more detail when you can see them in battle. For healers, we're going to go with the Bard. Pretty complex. You sing songs and you buff people, and when you sing these songs you can apply tunes. Tunes give you big defensive bonuses, but they're very specific, like, oh, this tune only affects magic damage, this tune only affects auto attacks. And when you get those tunes, you're only allowed to pick one of 3 random ones. There's 9 total, and you get given a choice of 3. So you kind of have to make a split-second decision, okay, this one's going to be the best. And for our damage dealers, we're going to go with a Ranger. Very well-rounded. A lot of options with him. And for our final character, we'll go with the Ordalis, who is a kind of a shaman-y type character. A lot of magic damage. And I didn't do anything with the character creator, but you can modify your characters. We're going to go with the default settings for this character and the rest of them. But we could give her shoes, we could put a different chest piece on. For a robe, let's just go for a robe. We could change the color. We'll go with the pink. And that's my party. And sorry about that cut there. I thought I had the cats locked out of the room, and they were not. Okay, so we're in the Cult of the Void now. And we're going to approach this enemy. And actually, hold on. Options, gameplay. So the battle speed, normally the game just plays on when you're in active mode. And you open a menu to choose an ability. Things are still happening. That's the default way to play the game, the way I suggest to play it. I think it's the most fun. It's very intense. But I'm going to be talking a lot, so we're going to pause during the menu for the first couple battles, and then I will switch it back to active when we get to the boss. So the first thing you'll notice is we've got a lot of bars everywhere. This is our hit points for this character, the warrior. This is his life points. Hit points are always lost first. When you're out of hit points, you start losing life points. Hit points can be recovered by really potions or by spells, healing spells, lots of ways to recover hit points. Life points can only be recovered out of combat by food. So I just told everyone to attack. Now we're going to auto attack. This is swing timer. When it gets to full, that character attacks. And I actually need to heal, hold on. We're taking a lot of damage. Let's do Life Song. And we'll Twilight March. I'll go into details on those in just a second. And we're going to taunt with our warriors to make sure he's got aggro. This bar down here is AP. Ability points. When you attack, you gain AP. There's also other ways to gain it depending on your class, but for most classes it's just attacking. And you can spend AP to do AP abilities like Shiver Slash. Swing with that. And we killed that guy pretty quick. Didn't get to show any of the other abilities, but we'll get to those on the next one. You can see a damage breakdown. Shiver Slash did a lot of damage. We attacked 4 times with the warrior, 722 total damage. You can compare, gives you a real good breakdown of who's healing, who's doing the most damage, who's applying which kind of support. And we get some experience points. So we didn't take any LP damage there, except, okay, the warrior took 5 points. We could eat some food. We're not going to do that. And hopefully this next one lives a little longer, or I can talk a little faster. So the bard functions, I mentioned a little bit about how when you choose an ability, a song or a lyric, you're offered 3 random tunes. So we can do Eerie Suite, we can avoid a physical ability, we can do Quiet Ballad, we can pulse HP and MP, and we can do Ancient Elegy, which will reduce big hits. So if you get hit for a lot, it gets reduced, but it only reduces big hits. This is Life Song, which is what we chose. It will apply this tune that we choose to all our allies. So these cultists here, they don't do any physical abilities, so this is worthless. And I don't think they actually hit hard enough to make Ancient Elegy work, so we'll just choose the HP and MP. These are inspirations. When this bar fills up, you get another one. You start with 2. Inspirations are used to use songs. Lyrics are gained by AP. So if I wanted to, Shielding Lyric, none of those are useful. It's unfortunate, but... Then we have the Ranger. We can switch pets. We have a wolf and a hawk right now. There are more that you'll gain as leveling up. They have different passive abilities. The hawk gives you accuracy and magic attack, I think. The wolf, we'll switch to him, gives a bonus to double attack. And let's actually do Twilight March. Wind Blades. So the other thing the Ranger does is he gains what's called Zephyrs. So when we do this, we'll gain 3 Wind Zephyrs. When he attacks, with this bar full, he'll fire a Wind Zephyr, or any of the Zephyrs that are around him. They do area damage. Some of the other ones have special effects as well, but Whirlwind ones are the basic of basic. And in the next fight, I will show you what the Orderless does. This first zone is super easy. It's just kind of get a hang of your characters, figure out what your abilities do. It's also super short. We've walked into a treasure chest. Now we can choose an item to get from this treasure chest. Some cultist gear. We could have life and magic defense, life and darkness resistance, or life and big chunk of magic resistance, but very little life. I'm gonna go with this helmet. Get some dark resist on my warrior. And some life. Good for a tank. And in this fight we got 2 enemies. 2 of the same cultists. Let's get a life song going. I think we'll do the hail on hit. So each of these characters hits, they're going to do an AoE heal. The Orderless, you start with 6 different abilities. And when you activate them, they consume all of your MP. Which I should have mentioned, this is the MP bar on the right. These 2 characters don't have MP. Hold on. Reduce spell damage a ton. And when you use this, it'll be more powerful the more MP you spend. And each of these does a different thing. So, Flames of Light, area damage, area fire damage. Mountain's Bulwark gives you a barrier, and when you're hit, you retaliate. River's Cheer, it's an area of effect heal, and a damage over time on enemies. Sky's Gift gives free attacks, which basically increases your attack speed. So if you get 10 seconds free attacks, you'll attack as if you've been attacking for 10 seconds, instantly. It also gives that bonus to haste for the Orderless. Storm's Fury creates multiple lightning bolts. It's really good on single targets, but a bit weak on area effect. Snow's Misery deals ice damage and can reset swing timers. That's kind of like a mini stun. I think the best is Flames Delight right here. Just burn these guys. And we got enough for Wind Blades. We can Shiver Slash and finish this off. And I think that I talked enough about that basic thing that we can turn this back to active. Show the game as it's meant to be played. See that Channel Fire did a lot of damage. One of the things I should have mentioned with the Orderless is once you channel an ability, it orbits around you. And while it's orbiting around you, at higher levels, which right now we just gained Invoke as we leveled up, it will fire one missile based on the element that's around you. So if I did Flames Delight and I've got this fire rotating around me, now I can shoot a fire missile and it'll re-trigger Flames Delight. Although not the full power, the 24 MP power we did, it'll be the 8 MP power. Okay, so every time you level up, you're given an option of a trait. And this one doesn't have a description for some reason. Well, I'm going to change that later. Okay, so we could do Life Stream on attack. The effect is based on your hit points. So if you're full hit points, you deal 4 extra spell damage per attunement. So right now we can only attune to 1, but like we just used Flames Delight, we would do 4 extra fire spell damage each attack. And you self-heal for 0 to 0.2. Heal multiplier. A 1.0 heal multiplier is usually around 30 hit points. You can get bonuses to that from gear and stats and stuff. So if you're low life, you'll heal yourself. If you're full life, you'll deal extra damage. It's pretty strong. Shaman, bonus to defense, bonus to magic defense, and when you take damage, you gain MP. Channeler increases just the raw power of your channels, like Flames Delight or River's Cheer. We're gonna go Shaman. I like the defense. I want to play defensively here. We'll take Invoke. Level up the Warrior. We gained Frontline. You gain plus 15 for Strike. At the beginning of battle, you make 15 seconds worth of attacks on your first attack. And since the Warrior's weapon is a 9-second weapon, that'll give us 1 attack, 1 extra attack, and what's that? 6 extra seconds of swing time. So it'll be 3 seconds away from making another attack after that. Really good for generating that initial threat. We also gain Pure Strength, which generates a barrier on you, and it reduces the damage you take based on your total attack. And we get a choice of a trait for the Warrior as well. We can do Warbringer, a little bit of flat attack and defense, and these bonuses are tripled for the first 60 seconds of battle. And enemies that die during this time restore 5% max LP. You might remember that the only way to restore LP is through food. Well, this is a trait that lets you kind of bypass that, which is good for a warrior who's going to be taking most of your hits. We can take Glacial, improve Shiver Slash, we get a little more damage, a little more duration, and it also slows the target by 2% and reduces the amount of AP they gain by 1%. So each of these traits can be taken up to 9 times. So if I put 5 points into that, it'd be minus 10% haste, minus 5% AP, 70% more damage, and 15 extra seconds. We could also take Mocking Voice. That gives us improved taunt, more threat, lower cooldown, plus 1 duration. I didn't really talk about taunt, I don't think, but taunt applies a massive slow to the target for 3 seconds, 5 seconds. It's a short duration, so 1 extra second on it's pretty good. And lower cooldown, higher threat. It also just gives a massive, well, not massive, it's a pretty small debuff to the target's magic attack, but it's a long duration. So you can stack that up pretty good. I think we're gonna go Warbringer. Just some flat passive to start with. The Bard, you gain Death Flourish, a way to spend AP offensively, but gives you a bonus charge to whatever tune you choose for yourself. So if normally you'd get 2 charges of Graceful Min, that would negate 2 normal auto attacks, but with Death Flourish you do that, it'll negate 3. And our options for traits on the Bard: Allegro, 2% haste, allies have plus 1% haste per active tune charge. So if you stack 5 tune charges on somebody, they'd have 5% haste per level of Allegro we get. So if you get 5 levels of Allegro, that'd be 25% haste, which is a lot of haste. You go Muted, in-block and block. In-block increases your chance to block spells. Block is just chance to block physical attacks. And when you block, you gain 4% of the damage taken as a barrier. Very good self-protection thing. It also improves Shielding Lyric by giving 20% more of the barrier. Shielding Lyric also scales with block, so you're kind of double dipping a bit there. And the thing we're probably going to choose, Eclectic, a little bit more healing power. And when you choose a tune, you have a 35% chance to gain an additional option. And the second part, most chance abilities or chance traits work like this. Chance past 100% will grant you another additional option. So if we put 3 points into this, we'd have a 105% chance. We'd have a 100% chance to have 4 choices, and then a 5% chance to have that 5th choice. And that's good, because nothing's worse than trying to get a tune and you don't get the right tune, or none of the tunes you get are useful. So we're gonna go with that. And we got the Ranger. We're getting Pet Special. That'll change depending on which pet is out. We do Precision. We get Crit. All allies get Crit, or Accuracy and Crit. And the bonuses for this are doubled for 3 seconds after activating a Zephyr. Beastmaster, some just flat pet bonuses. Increases their passives, increases their HP, and more DPS. We could go Fan the Flames, which improves Whirlwind Zephyrs. They have a 33% chance to apply a persistent stacking fire dot, which persistent is a keyword. It will last till the end of the battle, and it will stack with itself infinitely. And we'll also start the battle with 0.75 Whirlwind Zephyrs charged. I think we're gonna go with that. It's good against bosses with this kind of persistent dot that slowly builds up over time. And it's good against like lots of little stuff, because we can burn them down quicker since we'll start with a bunch of Zephyrs. So we're gonna go for that for a few levels. See how that works out. And now it's time to fight the first actual hard enemy of the game. This is a Void Zealot. And we got ambushed, which is unfortunate for us. Life Song. Okay, we're just getting Twilight March here. So his special, once he finishes the AP to full, he's gonna do Greater Void, which hits everyone with what the other cultists were hitting us with. But we negated that all with the Life Song. And we can do Warding Carol. We're gonna actually use a potion here. I'll talk about that 1 second. So when you can either click this, you can roll the mouse wheel, you can hit the T key on the keyboard, pop it open. You see these little bars on top. We can use 2 potions, and when this fills back up, it takes 20 seconds to fill completely. We'll be able to use 1 more. We have 2 potions, 3 refreshers, cooldown reduction. We can revive 1 dead person, and we've got 2 ethers. So let's do Storm's Fury. Some lightning damage out. And a Shiver Slash here. Then we're gonna invoke. We need to heal our warrior some. We'll give him attack, accuracy, and evasion. Life Song. And Twilight March again. And well, I should have been switching between pets, but so pet HP is here, and they get hit by area damage. They heal when they're swapped out. How? This guy's doing area damage. Full Wind Blaze there. Finish this guy off. We got breakdown damage. Our warrior's doing great. He's very strong early game. His damage will start to fall off relative to the actual damage dealers. And the only one doing any healing is our bard. Got a lot of hits from Warding Carol, a lot of spell damage. That was a really good choice for us. Big chunk of XP. And now for the first actual boss. I don't think we need to use anything, we're good. Okay, so this bosses take a while to beat. We're actually do Mountain Bulwark. Give her some barrier. And when she gets hit, she'll retaliate. And we'll pulse that. Okay, let's get the wolf out. Let's howl. And we're gonna Death Flourish. Hit there. Backfires, we'll kill that. We will Storm's Fury. Damage. Life Song. Guess we can do another Quiet Ballad. We'll Pure Strength. We're gonna need to use a potion here. The Bard doesn't have any great actual healing, at least early on, so we're kind of limited in what we can do. We're gonna need to use a lot of potions the first couple levels. Wind Blades here. Invoke this lightning, and we'll Shiver Slash. So one thing you notice, this bar, this is a skill chain bar. I did time that correctly without saying anything about it. But if you time them correctly, skill chain of abilities, they have this little skill chain marker. That. And when you do it correctly, time it all right, you get bonus damage at the end. You'll see. I'll do it again here. There, that's skill chain damage, 103 extra damage for just for timing that right. We'll do Graceful then. Throw Warding Carol up. I don't think it really does much because Void Storm does a little damage, but mostly it's damage over time. I'm gonna burn this guy. That's my last potion. We're gonna need to buy some more of those. And I think we can finish him off here. Some Flames of Light, Wind Blade, Life Song, Avoid Auto Attacks. And we'll Howl again. Howl gives 100% haste to the party for 10 seconds. And we beat our first battle. Just in time too, as you can see we had a lot of damage over time stacking up. Warrior, still the big damage dealer, and the tank. Can see the kind of breakdown of damage. We did see some other people do some healing that time. Our Ordalis protected herself, a little bit of earth magic, and Pure Strength gained a little bit of barrier. Everyone leveled up again. And now we void jump out. This is the edge of the void. In the edge of the void, there are shops. First thing we're going to do, we're going to spend probably almost all of our gold on high potions. A little bit left, we can get a little bit of food. Food can give mana, this reduces cooldowns as well. We don't really have any money, but we can get a couple strawberries for some mana regeneration, just in case we need it. Can't really show that off yet, but there are also shops up here. Got a jewelry shop, get some items. If we had any money, we don't have any money. Just gonna quick jump over here. And we do need to spend our level ups. Warrior, we're getting Cyclone Whirl, area effect damage. It's also an AP ability, so we're gonna have to choose between that and Shiver Slash now. And go another point Warbringer. I should have mentioned there are more options for traits. They unlock as you level up. And at level 12, you'll get options to get, they're called mighty traits. They give very, very powerful things. They can like literally double the entire damage of an ability. So Dazzle, 2 attack per tune on charge on self. And it improves Death Flourish, 20 for the base damage, and gaining a second random tune, slight chance of that. You can make a very strong Battle Bard with Dazzle and Allegro. We're not going to do that. We're going to go just support, make sure we have the options we need. Eclectic, Ranger, Sick'em. After Pet Special, you get bonuses. The pet gains bonus to attack. And reduces the cooldown, but we're going to keep going. Fan the flames. We're going to fan lots of flames. Orderless, we got Imbued Blade. This is a passive that gives you a chance on attack to re-trigger your channeled elements. So, if we cast River's Cheer, now we have a 25% chance on attack to recast that every time we attack. We'll go Shaman one more time. Now we're going to the Zangard Waste. And that's a bug. Cool. Hold on. Nobody look. Nobody look as I cheat. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Okay. We're just gonna close this out. I'm gonna cut the video here. I'm gonna restart it and we'll resume. Does that work? Okay, and we're back. Here's our game. Got our Warrior Bard, Ranger, Orderless. And this is where we last saved. Let's jump over here. Hey, we actually spawned on the map this time. So we got this rock lizard guy. I'm gonna howl, I'm gonna burn. Let's avoid auto attacks. We're gonna do a long chain here. Get everybody in on it. Song. Actually avoid debuffs. That's a stun. Doesn't really matter, but I can instantly cleanse that. Shielding Lyric. Avoid physical attacks there. Pretty easy fight. This group is very strong early game. All these classes really get a lot of their strong abilities early on. And they won't really fall off, but the other classes would definitely catch up to them. I'm gonna fight the snake guy. Let's see what we got. So let's show Stone's Misery. Instead of swing time, he did get an attack there. I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but this is the threat meter. Corresponds to each character. Let me make sure I don't die first. Void physical ability. Potion. Do that. And we'll do it. Okay, as I was saying, each of these bars corresponds to a different character. Our tank currently has threat. And it's relative to the highest threat, so you can always tell who. So our Bard's a little high on threat, but we're good. We can also just taunt and see how much farther they all fall down. That's annoying. Got a lot of stuff. We can Windstorm. that guy off. These boxes have food. Got a couple potatoes. Staple food of any adventuring party. We'll avoid physical attacks. Got some lightning. Shiver slash. And we're gonna pure strength. Damage from this tail swipe. Avoid physical attacks again. Howl. Get that haste bonus. Death Flourish. And these are great. We'll avoid some. Oh boy, that's a lot of damage. Yep. Okay. We did take some LP damage there, which is unfortunate, but we have food. I'm gonna Mountain's Bulwark just to get some barrier. Wind blades. Song. Impression. And I'm clicking too fast. I'll try not to do that. Let's see. The ranger really catching up in damage, and had I not had my Ortolus wrapped up by the snake the whole time, would also have been doing great damage. Okay, we're Adrenaline Surge. 5% chance on attack to gain 25 attack for 15 seconds. 15-second cooldown when triggered. And we have the option to 11% outgoing wind damage as extra periodic damage. If you have, this also improves, should say Cyclone Whirl, but it doesn't. Gives it -2 accuracy and +3 seconds duration. Targets hit have minus accuracy, not doesn't. Yeah. I think we're actually gonna go prompt. I didn't show this last time, but it gives +1, +5 first strike, which synergizes well with our frontline first strike. A little bit of accuracy and increase the accuracy we gain from gear. A couple of gold. Yeah, you have to look at the pathfinding's not great on the little AI helpers. Oh no, we aggro 2 things. Well, this might be the end of this video. We'll see. Luckily, this party's pretty strong so far, so let's get Warding Carol up, and we'll get Soothing Pain. We'll dodge that stun. Shielding Lyric, Graceful Shiver Slash. We're gonna invoke this, and then we're gonna Windblade. We're gonna taunt this new guy. Activate Pure Strength and Cyclone Whirl. Invoke here. And we're gonna Flame Strike. Add another Life Song up. Quiet Ballad. Ouch. Windblade. I didn't mention it, Beast Call reduces the cooldown of Hero's pet specials. Please don't die. Invoke. Okay, Death Flourish here, try to finish this guy off. Owl. And we got the point. And that, hold on a second. Stop that Discord sound. This is a moat. So, moats are random items you'll find on the ground. When you get 3, you'll increase your primacy level, and it'll give you a bonus to, so for wind, it'll give you a bonus to wind attack, wind resist, and earth resist, which is the counter to wind, or the wind counters earth, so you get a bonus to that as well. These stats are applied to all of your characters. And our bard leveled up. So we gained 2 abilities, Blade Song and Visionary. Blade Song it gives you a number of free attacks and applies a tune to yourself. Visionary is a special little cooldown. It's got a 1 minute cooldown. You pop it and your next ability, whether it's a lyric or a song or whatever, instead of having 3 options, has all 9 options. So you can guarantee to give yourself the tune you need. And we've got eclectic, so now we're guaranteed 4 options, with a very small chance to have a 5th. Not sure where we're going to go next on the bard, but now we finished what we really wanted with that. We could continue to go eclectic and go 5 and 6 choices. I think that's a bit overkill, but we'll see. Let's see, we've got a belt here. You get a grass belt, Unity +8. That increases the damage of all future hits into a skill chain. We are skill chaining a lot, so that could really add up. Heal power and hot power, heal over time power. Not super useful. Heal power is a little good on our bard, but he doesn't really use any heal over times. And we've got the formless belt. +9 lightning power, which I think is what we want. That'll just add basically the equivalent of 9 attack or magic attack to all attacks and magic attacks. And we're gonna go put that in the Orderless. He's got both, so. And eventually, if I can, let me look at this. Classes, Orderless. At level 5, we get Weave Energy, which 50% or 100% of elemental attack on gear is added as heal power. So that'll also give him some healing power at level 5. This is a field item right here. Chameleon oil makes us invisible on the field. We can sneak up, we can get preemptive attacks on enemies. These are great to be saved for when you're in a new zone and the enemies are really strong and they're just like really pounding you. Being able to guarantee a preemptive attack instead of an ambush is really useful. We're going to fight this guy for this wind mote. Let's throw a life song. Good pressure peak. Pure strength and we'll shiver slash. And with a wolf out. Song. Physical. I'll show off Visionary. So, Shielding Lyric, we can put any of these on our tank now. Gracefulman. I'm gonna burn. And we'll invoke. Victory again. Got a level on our ranger. Stone Skin. So the next part of the ranger's kind of toolkit is nature magic. Stone Skin, Tincture, and Storm Chaser. These are great ways to generate Zephyrs. Stone Skin gives a number of charges, 4 charges, and you gain damage reduction per charge you have, and you lose a charge anytime you take physical damage. We could go Lyriad, 20% counter, and you have a chance to fire Zephyrs when you take damage. We don't actually have enough Zephyr generation to need that. Beast Call gives Pet 20% haste, and the caster and Pet both generate some extra AP over time. If you put some points in this, Beast Call starts actually becoming really useful. I think we're going to stick with Fan the Flames for now. We're going to start with an extra Zephyr. And our poor Orderless, still level 3. But we'll see a big increase in her damage when she hits 4. And we have a Bracer. Swell. It's a skill chain thing. Each hit has +1, basically power to it. Magic Tech and Magic Defense. Or just some raw life. We're gonna go Magic Tech and Magic Defense on our Orderless. This is an enchanting material, which if we go to enchanting, we could do this and we can add one of these stats to an item. There's also runes you can get that'll let you choose. Now if you have multiple enchanting materials, we only have this one right now, but if you had another one that had life on it, and we put both of them on, so they're both being used, we can just choose the life instead of needing to randomly roll it. Okay. Scorpion. Jig. Let's burn this guy. Wind blades. Invoke. Shiver slash. Boy, actually, I meant to do that earlier. What should do here? He's sweet on this guy. Wind blades. I should just burn this guy. So we get dual cast, a little bit of mana regen, and you gain a second attunement slot. So it is only 50% power for now until we get dual mastery at 8. I think we have enough points in Shaman now. We get Rune Blade, increase the chance for Imbued Blade to trigger, which, if you remember, that's a chance on attack to trigger all of your attunements. And 5% double attack, which is great for attacking. Could also just go Channeler. Let's go Rune Blade. It's fun. Okay, we're gonna fight the Scorpion. Oh, ambush. So ambush, you start with 0 AP. Normally you start with 15, just half a bar. If you preemptive attack, you start with a full bar. Oh, Eerie Sweet. And we're gonna Visionary. That. Howl. So I can show off Stun Skin here. I'll need it. Now I've got 4 charges of Stun Skin going around him. If he gets hit, he will charge what's called a Rock Disc Zephyr. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. We didn't actually get hit because we're doing a lot of damage. It's a very offensive focused party. We've got another Wind Mote, which I think will hit us Primacy. Yes. So now, if we go back to the motes, you see Primacy 1, we now have 3 Wind Attack, 6 Wind Resist, and 4 Earth Resist. And we'll gain our next Primacy level when we get 4 more Wind Motes. And this is a Life Orb, restores life to your lowest life point character. And you can see that the travel button's lit up. We've got everything that was here to get. In this zone, the Vanguard Waste, we still need to find 3 more treasure and 2 world threads, and there's a boss here. Really? This never happened. Okay, well, hold on. And hopefully we're back. I don't know, I've never seen this. I've seen that bug happen like once or twice ever, and it's happened twice during this playthrough, which is very strange. Something. Oh no, did I save? That is unfortunate. Okay, well, hold on. Let me see what I can do about it. Well, we can blink. The graphics are not going to line up, so I do apologize for that. That was an XP orb. Gives XP to the party. Let me just quickly get through this. Put up Stone Skin. We're going to burn this guy. Life Song. Void melee attacks. So the other thing I didn't mention about Blade Song is that it comes with a high threat multiplier. And what a threat multiplier does is it doesn't actually modify your threat, it modifies how enemies view your threat. So this bard currently has double threat multiplier, and that means that enemies view him as having twice as much threat. But Blade Song ends when you run out of life point or hit points. So when you start taking life point damage, it'll end, and then your threat will just immediately drop because you lost that multiplier. And the point of Blade Song is that you get a bunch of tunes on yourself through various traits and abilities, like the one on Dazzle I showed earlier. And then, you know, you've got these tunes that, like, oh, you avoid auto attacks. Well, you're not going to get auto attacked unless you have aggro or threat. So it's a way to kind of consume these things and, like, just absorb hits from your tank. Let's grab some gear. Studded light armor, attack and accuracy, yes please. I don't really need the evasion. Affinity increases the amount of damage that you contribute to a skill chain. Plus 80 is a lot, but it doesn't compare to just some flat accuracy and attack, which is really what we need early on. Life Song, we'll put a Graceful Min. We'll avoid physical attacks. Howl. Stone Skin, burn this guy. Shiver Slash. Blades. Invoke. See, now that we have 2, we can invoke 2 things. And we're really burning through these creatures quite fast. And we're just gonna go quick now, get to the boss, so I can show you the first boss. First real boss. We did fight a boss earlier, but he was just kind of the tutorial boss. We got rings, magic attack, and MP max. Ice Pierce, that's actually really good for our warrior who's doing a lot of damage. Shiver Slash lets him just ignore some ice resistance. Talked about affinity, personal damage to skill chain, and just gaining more AP. That's also really good. I think we're gonna go with the Quartz Ring. Magic attack's good, and the MP max on the order list is interesting because you may remember all of your spells consume all your MP. So the more MP you have, the more powerful they can be. Especially like right at the start of a battle, before a boss or something, you can really eat some food, have full MP, and just unload. Pure Strength, Life Song, avoid spell damage. Let's get the wolf out. Howl. Burn. We'll give you that. We'll Wind Blades again. And we'll invoke. Did we get everything? No, we're still missing a world threat, so we cannot fight the boss. We gotta do one more jump. Hey, we actually jumped correctly that time. We'll do Twilight March. Avoid physical. Howl. Fire damage. Yeah. Should be it. You can see we've gained a lot of power since we've hit these levels and got a few items. And we got an Earth mode here. Don't really want to fight this guy, but I guess we're going to. You do gain a little XP, but really I'd rather wait till the next zone. When we fight higher level things, we'll get a lot more XP. Get some things up. Windstorm. Earth moat, Same as a wind mount, but for earth damage. I'll give a little bit of lightning resist, earth resist, and earth damage if I get a primacy of it. Boots. Boots, boots, boots. What do we want? Crit and life, AP and accuracy. Or just some ice power. I do kind of like the idea of ice power. Good. Weave Energy's next level for our Orderless, so we could do that. We could do the Stompers. Formless just means the item was randomly generated. You're not always offered a Formless item. If we had Mist Orbs, which we have not found any yet, we could reroll, we could find different items, or we could just reroll Formless and get like 3 just completely randomly generated items. Most of the randomly generated items are pretty bad. AP and accuracy. I'm gonna try those on the Ranger. Let's see. Give me Warding Carol. Oh no. Hold on one second. Sorry, my red light filter turned on there for a second. Hopefully we're still here. Some lightning damage. Flourish. You get hit by. We'll do Windblade and then Last Windstorm immediately after. Okay, I don't want to fight you. Let's get both these guys and we'll stun them with a stun bomb. Word of Malaise. These words, they debuff all enemies in the area. So once we jump, we won't be able, with travel, we won't be able to do that anymore, but everything here is minus 20% AP, minus 20% haste. Really? Yeah, okay, we got an enchanting material up there. Oh boy, okay, I'll get it. I was just gonna skip. Oh no. That's not what I wanted to fight either. Oh, I didn't need that. Not a great option there. The stun's gonna burn this guy. The Ranger gains MP back whenever he fires a Zephyr. So 3 MP eventually. That's not what I wanted to do. Some of the same thing is already out. That was great. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I'm actually gonna use a potion. Okay, we're good. We're good. See, even though I've been kind of really destroying these monsters quickly, we have taken some LP damage over the fights. So we could. I think I will. I'll use a bread. Heal everybody. Party gets 150 LP. Party gets 25 MP. Really max everyone out there. Oh, I want this food. Thing's dead. Salt. A little bit of MP. Not really great. Just hoping for potatoes. Got some gold. Taunt. Oh, so we're gonna do a big lightning storm here. That giant MP pool bar. And this Shiver Slash is gonna kill it probably. Just kind of in the mop up phase. And oh my god, are you serious? We didn't get the final world thread. We did get lucky and got a the campfire here. This is the zone that never ends. It's randomly generated for you. Common focus rune. That is for enchanting. Focus runes give you, I think it's three randomly selected choices. So you could, hold on, I will show what enchanting does. So let's enchant both these. We got block, we got life, we got resilience, we got defense. This would be good on, we'll enchant the cultist helmet. So normally you have to roll, which will give us one of these randomly. We have two actions because we put two materials in. But if I use focus, now I can choose which of these I actually want to gain. And I think I definitely want the defense. Choices between life and resilience. Resilience reduces the number of critical strikes you take. And the warrior does have plenty of that passively, but maybe I'll need some eventually. We'll go resilience, just play it safe. MP restore, full party restores MP. Go away, please. Go away, please. Okay, we're fighting you. Just burn this guy. It's taking significantly longer than I was hoping it would. Let's see. I do really want to show off the boss, because I feel like boss fights are kind of the draw of this game. Not that this isn't fun, because it is. We've been fighting these same monsters for a while now. It's time to move to the next zone. Get some new gear. Finish that off. Finally got a mist orb. If I get another treasure chest, I'll be able to roll. And now we're ready for the boss. There is some other treasure here. I'm gonna skip it for showcase reasons. Get a campfire before each boss. We're gonna come over here. Now I've got this guy, and there's a treasure room up here after we beat him. And I'm gonna use some of this salt to make sure we have a big burst opening. Get stone skin up. We're gonna do mountains bulwark. We're gonna taunt. Life song, accuracy and evasion. I want to make sure I get block because he does an ability called Shadow Swipe, which does a lot of damage. Let's get the wolf out. Have him howl. I'm gonna burn this guy. He is weak against fire. Wind blades. I'm gonna have you heal. Get that back up. Because there's another Shadow Slash coming soon. Oh boy, we lost threat. We're doing too much damage with our Orderless now. Threat is a big issue in this game. We do have Distortion, which we gained at some point. Probably should have talked about that, but I didn't. Distortion basically makes you evade all attacks. Costs MP per attack you evade. Oh boy, we're taking a lot of damage from this damage over time stuff. Howl. Get Wind Blades up. Get that up. We have a new... Okay, let's do this. Let's get Soothing Pain up. Hopefully we can stop this debuff Massacre from happening. We're gonna have our Orderless just focus on healing for a minute. Real strength of that class. Now she's a great healer. Area healing only, single target healing's not great, but Bard's pretty good at reducing single target damage. So. Oh boy. Taunt. Get pure strength up. I'm just gonna use Beast's Call and Howl. And we need to switch pets because that wolf's gonna die, and once the pet dies, it's on cooldown for 5 minutes. Okay, River's Cheer again. Hype Song. Do that again. Lock some more debuffs. Something lyric. Bard's pretty high on the threat meter. Honestly, our warrior's really struggling. It's because we went for Warbringer, which is great for the first minute of battle, but this battle has lasted much longer than a minute. Most boss fights usually take around 3 minutes. Boy, Hawk's dying. Get the wolf back out with Howl. And victory. The breakdown. Really, our ranger, Zephyr, Whirlwind, Fan the Flames. That's where most of our damage came from. That one trait did a lot of damage to that guy. He's weak against fire. We were able to stack it up early on. And you can see we got wolf attacks, wolf AP. A lot of invoke damage. Attunement Water, we did some damage with that, but really that Channel Water, so much healing from that. Invoke Water, another 325. Imbued Blade Water, another 305. That's compared to the Bard, who I guess gained Healing Blade at some point. I didn't talk about that. When you attack, you heal an ally, whoever's the lowest. Got some healing from Eerie Sweet, Life Song, Quiet Ballad. And we get some XP. And our reward is the treasure. I think I'm going to do 1 or 2 battles in the next zone, and then I will call this video there. What do we want? Accuracy and crit? Magic, defense and crit? Or accuracy and evasion? Well, we already have boots on my ranger, so accuracy and crit probably not the greatest. Crit and magic defense is pretty nice. I think I might go for that in the Orderless. Probably the best scaling with crit. And we'll leave the zone. We're back to the edge of the void. Let's see, we need more potions. Or anything else. So we got 14. Oh, we don't want this. I don't think we found any. No, we didn't find any mystic canvases. If we did, we could paint some art, and then we could equip them here. They give a bonus stats to all allies. I don't think I do have enough for. I could get this knowledge earring or a stamina earring. Yeah, we'll get this for the warrior. 6 defense, some lightning resist, some earth resist. Equip that. Okay, let's just blink over to. Not the finger, guys. We need to go to the Ipeslock Highlands. Just through this portal. 6 treasures here, 2 world threads. Temporal Wisp. That's like a thing that lets you choose which rewards you want. So every 1,000 experience you earn, you get a high potion. Every 10,000 experience you earn, you get an ether. Or enchanting materials. Or just field items. Mist orbs. Okay, so this is the Ipeslock Highlands. Got ice moat right off the bat. It's nice. Some bees over there. See if we can get this treasure without aggroing anything. Ooh, this ring here. 3% double attack and 2 accuracy. A little bit of resist as well. It's a great ranger ring. Flash grease. Guess we got stun bomb. Got a rock man. And this is the zone where the game really kind of takes a massive difficulty swing. Assumes you've got most of your base abilities for your characters, so you can actually handle the higher challenge. Shielding lyric. We're gonna get warding peril up. Use a visionary to make sure we get it. And we don't want to use lightning on this guy because he's earth, and earth resists lightning. Got a lot of zephyrs out. Shielding lyric. Let's get Graceman up. We can do this guy's gift. Auto attacks. You can see the little timer here until this bonus attack speed wears off. Beast call Howl. Switch pets. That one dies. Pets do always heal to full at the end of the battle, so as long as they don't die, there's no real issue with them taking damage. And we gotta level up on our bard already. Healing lyric. Very much needed. Works very similar to shielding lyric, except it's just raw healing. It doesn't give a defensive bonus, but you can actually get people back up. Cure blade. Or pillory. Cure blade, when you attack, there's a 7% chance to apply a non-stacking heal over time and cleanse the target. We also get some double attack. We're gonna get that. It's a nice little bit of extra cleansing. The bard has no actual way to cleanse. Does this party have any way to cleanse? Ooh, I've made a mistake. So the ranger can cleanse himself, but the bard can only use Soothing Paean to cleanse people, and that has to be done before. So this party's probably going to run into some problems. I don't think I thought that all the way through. Okay, there's a lot of bees up there. Luckily, I managed to get one group of them. Just gonna burn these. Cyclone Whirl. Wind Blades. Actually, I want the Hawk out for these. Come on to Windstorm here in a second. So, this is the game. Yeah. Probably cut it after this video, or after this battle. Thanks for watching this. I know it's kind of long, but I do appreciate you watching, and please support us on Kickstarter, wishlist us on Steam. There should be links in the video description of these things. Yeah, thanks for watching.